guys, gents? How are you, gents?
Yes, right.
Good. Where do I start? Left or right? On the left, we have Abel Shongwe, ex-Kaizer Chiefs. You are still with Chiefs, Musmas.
Strong, Pastor.
Strong.
Injalo.
Yeah, a left-footed player who would take shots from 20 to 25 yards.
Yes.
Yeah, from Swaziland.
Yeah.
Thank you, Pastor.
Ubuye mbabani but ke so wadlalela iCares Chief bakulanda le Swaziland wajoin iChiefs anithi.
Kahle kahle ngakufuneka kwakufuna ukuthi ngize ku-Pirates.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Awuzange uze.
No,
Dodge. It's okay, sizoyikhuluma ngelinye ilanga.
Thank you, Pastor.
And then ngapha sino Dr. Khumalo, uDr. Khumalo born Chiefs. No. Yeah, born Chiefs because his father was a founder member of Kaizer Chiefs or Kaizer 11. I was with him then.
Yeah.
From
Yeah.
Kaizer 11 to Kaizer Chiefs. Yena uzalelwe ku Kaizer Chiefs lo. Ukhula nayo. Njengoba sokuyikhehla kanye uloka ku Chiefs yeah. Ngimbonile some time back but saying 50 years ngathi
Yeah, isikhathi siyavaya.
yeah isikhathi siyavaya.
It's amazing.
Yeah, nice sokuyikhehla.
That's good.
Dr. Khumalo.
Thanks, Pastor.
Bebambiza ukuthi yama side mirror. Yeah, uyazi ama side mirror now bodlula wena. Yeah, akudlulisa. And then uthi no Bentley shows umjukate.
Yeah.
Ex Moroka Swallows. Wasuka wajoinela iPirates. Njengoba umjukate Swallows bebekubiza nje bathi hamba show.
Yeah.
La Pirates balishintsha bathi umjukate.
Ngifike ngilungu umjukate.
Hayi awukahle.
Hayi
bokahle ma. Mara ke
But we met mina with Swallows. I will always remind you when you borrowed me your wish doctor, which I still appreciate. You know, in those times, it's never easy for a man. Which you say, the way you love me, I really appreciate that. Yeah. The principle of sharing.
Yeah.
Sharing yama, no problem.
Tebu Muloi, born Orlando Pirates as well. Niyazi manje.
Yes.
Igama lakhe belidlalela iPirates, Tamala.
Yeah.
Right, Tamalalo. Belidlalela iTransvaal United, la lena liloke lijika Hungry Lion, what la joinela iPirates.
Yeah.
Kwabe sokuvela lentwana. Yeah, ikhehla mara masikho. Yeah. So all of these ex-players played for Pirates or Chiefs, but this is Chiefs and this is Orlando Pirates, so you know about the derby. Angathi kuyachiwa ukuthi manje the derby it's a game that has bragging rights.
Yes.
Yeah, if Pirates has won, they brag. If Chiefs have won, same. Yeah. So you guys played for the biggest teams in the country now. You remember Musi derby before it was Kaizer Chiefs, it was Orlando Pirates versus Swallows.
Yeah.
Then the Swallows went under, then some Chiefs players then formed their own team, and then Pirates still there. Yeah, we should have since 1937.
1937.
Yeah. So manje the Chiefs then
So
it's now. Swallows
Pirates versus Swallows.
Yeah, that was the biggest derby then. Yeah, I'm sure beningakazalwa. Mara mina bese ngikhona. Yeah, bese ngikhona.
iSwallows iplabo Pratifa.
Yabo Difa. Yeah, nabo Teasers Khapani, abo Arakumet. Ne time la. Yeah, no Elkem Pro Kumalo. Yeah. Then again there was this breakaway again. Kaizer Chiefs, some of the players, the Chiefs went to Botswana to go and play for Township Rollers.
Yes.
It's history now that the three players joined up with Kaizer, and then Kaizer 11 was born. Then Chiefs was born. So, like coach. I mean.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's when the derby was born.
Wow.
Chiefs, Orlando Pirates. So it's the biggest derby match in the country.
Yes.
So you guys were lucky because you played in the derbies.
Now let's go back to the question here to good. It different kanjani kwamanye amagame derby. You know, when you look at, we're taking nothing away from other teams, but we're talking about the two teams that have been graced by our forefathers and had quality players. Because if you have quality, the brand is visible. So that is why probably the two teams are celebrated in South Africa, in Africa, universal, the whole world. And it has produced not only Ace and Jomo, but before then it was Kaiser and Chipa Maloi, and some of the greats that you know that were celebrated.
Yeah.
So from generation to generation, kids grew up knowing Chiefs and Pirates. So it's not a matter of nationally in Joburg, you'll find a kid in Soweto who will know a Amazulu player. Like, lo when I'm celebrating about who said to Kulu.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So these other players, they can only be celebrated within their own vicinity. But when you're into the derby, you're being celebrated nationally. That's a difference.
Yeah.
That's true.
We are told ngisho kanjani ngoba if uPresident udlala kuChiefs ubona na umuntu oseThekwini umuntu ose Cape Town Zambia mara makudlala amaZulu neArrows nizofrustana wabantu bada
hayi
sesiyasho ngoba naseSwaziland ngike ngayibona silapha yama yathi Swaziland silapha idabi idlala ngathi hey power derby.
It's too powerful.
My first game by pro, it was against Orlando Pirates. It was a derby.
Yeah. Your first game?
First game, 1987.
Yeah.
Ellis Park.
Yeah.
It was spectacular.
Okay, yes.
When Pirates was unveiling with Tebogo.
Yes.
They were unveiling me.
Yes.
Then, my last game, to be honored,
yeah,
it was a derby. Bloemfontein.
Okay.
It was Chiefs against Pirates.
Your last game?
My last game.
In your career? Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
The team that celebrated what I've done for South African football.
Right.
It was Orlando Pirates.
All right.
Dr. Ivan Khoza made it clear, Uguti, for what I've done for the game, he will make sure, Uguti, for the first time in the history of football in South Africa, Pirates will celebrate my playing career.
Yeah.
And for the first time, Free State had a derby.
Yeah.
It was when I was retiring. It was Chiefs against Pirates.
All right. So when you were picking it up?
Yeah, when I was picking, yeah. Until today, I still have a memorabilium shirt that was signed by the team that I was given by the late Zoda Khoza. May her soul rest in peace.
All right.
To honor me.
Okay.
When I started and when I finished.
Yeah.
Mangvula J. Kerea Mipora. It was against derby. I mean, against Orlando Pirates. Mangvala, I was honored by Chiefs and Pirates. Again.
All right.
Yes.
That's great.
Yeah.
So, but then, did you have the name Side Mirror?
Nah, no, Benga stated.
Yeah, Bebabizabani.
Benga nickname then.
Yeah, Bebati Doctor.
Yeah. Then after 4-5 games, I mean, Pelama supporter nickname based on what you do on the field.
Yes.
So, as much as I was slow, but benkono ukudribula ama defender ngespeed bokuna le golf besangena bathi 16v
safuna ukuza
lapho so bathi 16v le ama side mirror kahle kahle nginiko uchomani wari mara mshimano
ukarubona
kamuluka mara nawe self washo nawe President uwe lo wazana ngale gama lama side
kulo lapha kuchomani ubona unso utla kamra kanti usawubona urutsa ama change
namfana ukimkhomshile whatever unaletsa something le nna kusayibona akethe borona le dimira le mo side so that's how le gama liqale
ngakho no number 16 President mangayithi nje ngibeke ngihlele nje kahle ngolwimi lakhona uDoki bengithi mangithenga iJetta angene kuJetta manje kwavele igama la 16 mangithenga iBM ngingene kuBM nami so nje besilandelana ngeimoto manje wabe besila
nethu
besithi nje masiqeda nje ukudlala kuDabe whatever game beyiphezulu sesifuna ukushayina ke Swazini manje nawo siyehla Swaziland siyoshayina siwinile ngapha ngithi hamba mnandi uma ufika Swaziland
wena bebekubiza bani
Hey mina belisengaveli kahle legama.
Leli la chocolate.
Lela Chaklas.
Yeah.
Wabese uyaqhamuka nalo Shiburu man. Ngomunye umfana babethu Chaklas naye angumculi.
Yeah.
Ubaba. Uhlala eDurban man. Ngisamazi naye man. Ngizwa bathi naye uphathekile afuna ngiyombona nje. Yeah.
Bathi chocolate.
Bathi Chaklas.
Yeah.
Wavela namachapist umadoda hey man yakhuphuka igama lami. Bathi Chaklas.
Yeah.
Athi hayi no ufikile eSouth Africa.
Yeah.
Yeah, bathi ngifike ngenkomo ezophuza ngithi no. Ningangiphazamisa ngizange ngifike ngenkomo ezophuza.
Yeah.
Ngalanda iChairman cash.
Yeah.
MSCD segreen 380 SEC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Germany.
Yeah,
Change.
well,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think bringing our topic into the perspective, you are speaking to the history of derbies, how derbies have evolved over times. It's a wonderful story. Derbies, I guess, it has always been wonderful encounter to be involved in those things. Though it's a scary event, to be honest. Even when you go play there, you know it's very scary. But now, Obrastan has played a derby before us. And it has its history. Like when they were playing there were no t-shirts like the t-shirts they are wearing now. Because you know, any long sleeve, you know, and manje, with science and improvement, things are becoming better and better and better. And the paradigms, the stages in which, when I played, my first derby was in the 80s. And during those time, the political space of that time would also have an effect. Do you understand? And Tina Nan, we are the generation that have both the democracy and the post-democracy. You understand? Yeah. And each paradigm has its own spice on the good derby. For example, today, money could be big. Maybe that is the spice. That's for derby, and football is highly commercialized now, which makes the winning be the most important thing. In the past, yes, winning, but also entertainment was the thing, because hence now, when you look at now, players are reprimanded of holding on the ball too much and what. But in the past, people were entertained.
But they are showboating.
Yeah, and today, and in the past, like when I was young, I would watch Abu Maria. It was allowed to be when the ball will be. You understand? Yeah. And much so we foul, I guess. Yeah. So what I'm just introducing, Jens, is that each and every era, you know, it has its own ubumnandi ukuthi izinto bezenza ibhola libe mnandi.
Okay. Yeah, angithi nalapho ke, that's why besikhuluma ngama nicknames ukuthi ke mabaye grounding, they were looking forward to see abo Difa, like when they're looking forward to see Njuketa Avimba uDoctor. They're looking forward to see Omashwabana Adribula, Nel Tovi, you know. And I guess there were those names. Lezi ezingasekho today, azikho today.
So sad.
Yeah, it's so sad that our players don't have nicknames.
What you're saying basically, we're speaking to the art of naming. There are many principles that were used. What was predominant then musically? Ukuthi becula uchaka mpondo bekhona lentombazane becula uchaka bekhona umateki yabo. But there's also this other side specifically with me.
Shoes.
Other names you inherit in the history. Kuke kwaba khona umuntu uBernard Shoes and Pirates.
Yeah.
So sometimes you inherit. Yeah. Sometimes that's why you can be Mashabana, but you're still cheaper because there was a cheaper who is Muloy. Do you understand? There's also this heritage that goes with the wonderful thing of getting names. We have got heritage. You were now you pass it over. And that's why it becomes.
Mara lo shoes lo khuluma ngayo wena. Abenzima ngale. Wena issues yakho ile yokudefend. Ushoes
So now, which means that it's a rhyme. Ukuthi fana no Bernard shoes loyo, but kubuye kube khona ukuthi mina benguyidefender.
Defender.
And bengayazi enye indlela yokuvimba umuntu. Ukuvimba into enzima Brasted. Ukuvimba umuntu. Yes, Brasted. Nangaba footballer no, I won't become a defender.
In your other life.
Ukuvimba. Akufani nokwakha. When you build, you put one stone and then ubheke iline. But when you defend, you must destroy. No, you destroy. You have vimba. So it's not like you have the art, you build. You need to be creative. But for me, it's simple. Mele mosh. Let of Louis mele mosh.
Ajikaza nto.
Ushoes wesithathu.
No, we begin. Uyibeke kahle. Yile abantu abalungisayo. Mara waba uAce wasemva kusho ukuthi ilo shaya isicathulo.
Ngenzela.
Because bokuno shoes ku Benoni United. But the shoes. But the shoes and company. Kodwa loyo beke dribbler adlalela iBenoni United.
Njengabo John shoes.
Njengabo John shoes musho. Abo shoes phela icathulo. Ezihamba wena bokuyilezi ezimayo icathulo. Bo shoes.
Azima kanjani Brasted kubuilding amabona yawo. No, don't discount me. I'm mad, Brasted. Stanley
shoes. Or UK.
For me, the derby kept the dream alive. You know, playing in a derby, you look at a derby and you see yourself playing beyond the derby, meaning playing overseas. And that time we were not readmitted into FIFA. And you know, if you look at the dream that the derby kept our faith going. You know, 1993, you know, that is one of the derbies that opened the doors for us, all of us. If you look at those games, you know, especially when we were playing the spectacular Chiefs Pirates and we were just being readmitted, it brought even scouts from all over the country to come and see the talent that was there. You know, like Shoes just mentioned that the derby was more of your individual talent, showing what is it that how you can entertain, how you can. And I think the scouts, they saw a different style of football in the country. But it was brought by your generation, or this is how the derby is being played. But with us taking over from Lona, we kept that dream alive, and that is why, till today, there are so many scouts coming into the country to come and look for talent, especially in the derby games. Because preceding that derby in 1993, if you remember, we had those ABSA games. Chiefs, Manchester United, Pirates, Arsenal. Now the scouts wanted to see that the talent that we displayed during the derby, can it surpass the discipline and the style of play from the European countries? And when they came here, that is where some of us, you know, Ace, Shoes, Steve, myself, we got the contracts to go and play overseas, because now they could see that we could complement our talent to the standard of Europe. So now from us looking at that, we took it from there to say that this dream, it's visible that we can actually go overseas from just playing in the derby.
100%. It means it's a big stage.
Too much.
For the players. And then how it depends how you prepare, because teams prepare differently. And of course, players born individually have to prepare for a derby, because that's where, like you rightly said, that's where talent scouts, they showcase, the players are showcasing their talent. So it was important. I mean, with us, or during our time, we will prepare for a derby. If I know Rajala this week, I don't want to see my girlfriend. I don't want to see my friends. 5 o'clock in the morning or 3 o'clock, road work. When I come back, I put on iron boots, I walk with them. Then afternoon, I take the ball, then I go and join the rest of the team. Preparing yourself because you want to be a star on the day. And you want to play for that gallery, for the supporters. And you want the team to win because that's where the bragging rights come from. You get remembered. If you have created or if you have scored a spectacular goal, that's when people will remember you.
Yeah, well, that is the danger of it, because if you don't, unfortunately, perform on that
day,
I guess even your career is at risk.
Yeah.
Historically, I remember there was a story about whether it was an own goal or passing the opponent against a computer.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was a derby. And then
It was a
to
derby.
Kaizer Chiefs. It
was a derby.
Derby,
It's like kuna player about to JC Yende.
JC was scrapyard.
Yeah, JC Yende wa pass emva. Ba intercept balokora zanga sayaphinda bu. Now even when a team loses, ama-coach bokwazi ukuthi hayi ayisekho i-coach iyahamba because it has lost the derby.
Yeah.
There are now the special derby or the derbies that you guys have played in. Anything, mara leya derby yaka nini leya bobani mani yayinzima kakhulu because ngalezo ikhathi bokunento okuthiwa isikhalakhala.
Yeah.
Mara isikhalakhala manje sebayazigcobisa bathi is private doctor. Mabanguropa yabo banguropa but no, but lona ubani but no, this is our private doctor. Bayasabi ukuthi inyanga le. Qala ngithi phela bebehlala so. Qala.
Yeah.
Ayithi bebehlala ebhenjini beyingekho lento ufuna ukuhlala 7 wathi
yeah.
ya. Sihlala sonke lapha. Na especially doctor le yethu ihlala la. Uthe lona madoda ukuthi no lena idokotela yethu. Laba beya bon why ufuna ukwazi ukuthi abantu bethu sebaxabana nawe ayithi senibonile ukuthi yakhona out yejazi lapha yakhona out yehleliphethi ijazi ibheke phansi wethu ibheke phansi kuthiwa mali khona idokotela ebheka kanye amadoda efaka ijazi asindaba yakho le uzodlala uzena ima special project manje abanye bekujambiwa madoda kulayita umlilo kufakwe yini ujana njengabo le Paul Kruger yabo Skara then yona iOrlando Pirates abo Man Davies uyabona bekubekwa umlilo lapha bajayiva manje thina besisathengisa eIndian lapha sithengisa amakholi ikhoko so siyabona lapha mabaqhuma lapha leyo Man Davies ejame niyeme bro man Excel brand isho jamba uthini yena lona asaba lo mlilo ayi lo mlilo uza uphezulu funeka ugqume and awusabe ungabheke emva ucine ungene uzongena eground manje Man Davies eshaya isididi yabe Excel brand nebro hey jamba wena utshelwa yiyo le awuthiphethe isikhalakhala kuthiwe jump mawujamba kuthiwe hop urusi lokuthiwe hop funeka ujambe ungeground ungabheke emva mune after cake noma bathi hey thaitha but net ungabheke esayidini umuntu
follow the instructions.
yiyo ama-instructions so ngisho ukuthi-ke amadabi abeney'nto ey'ningi angithi nani beniya lapha e-stadium lapha ngase-Orlando kunamanzi lapha beniya lapho niyogeza ebusuku impaka lapho i-Chiefs la e-Orlando kukhona la kunamanzi lapha la ebusele lo wamanzi
You know Derby, one thing about Derby that is different from any other. Ningayazi le nyanga le uthi awutebusa inyanga angisho ukuthi inyanga tebusa uthi ayina inyanga yethu but ngelanga leli ledabi ubone sekukhona nenye futhi manje sesupporta lesekushintshile nesikhalakhala manje anisagcumi enyaweni i-1 ukuthi manje because is the essence, the importance of this game manje siyenza izinto eziningi yabo. I remember at one point man Chiefs was very dominant. I remember our alternatives were lost. You know, we had exhausted all the alternatives. But Uravi, what I just told you, is green.
Yeah.
You remember the arm really green, orange.
Yeah.
Which is come the sesi ngoba manje bona nabafika sebasijwayele ngale khala kusho manje that is a special lokhuza ngalelo langa le
ukulahla izulu
esilahla umkhondo manje ukuthi bona nabaloya ijezi limnyama sathi enizabakhakhabo. Do you remember that?
Yeah,
ngiyakhumbula lelo
enisayidonga ngalelo langa nalicedwa
lashiswa
zangiphinde sibone. I guess that was the breaking of the spell.
Yeah.
In a way.
Yeah, kwakuncinzwa futhi. Mhlambe nini before ni game ukuthi no idlulani ngapha lapha uyabona umlilo uyavuda lapha uthelwe into ukuthi encinza.
Yeah.
But phuma umuntu ufune ukuthi
Yes.
bese
uyancinda.
Abantu uyancinda bathi
Iprime ufuna ukuthi.
Bantu ubamba nomlilo wena.
Yeah.
So ngene ground.
But into being Kaza most understand it's you know it was a mind game type of a thing. That's a special project sesiyakhuluma nje ngedabi sometimes it's just mind game. And kunama player, let me talk about Chiefs. Kunama player that don't believe in that. But when it comes to derby, we are getting emanzini ugesi.
I mean, now my first game against Chiefs. You know, by then the relationship between Nale Doctor was already starting to materialize. When they opened the door, go Ellis Park. You know, Ellis Park, there was a door on the other side. Ronaldo, you know, Ronaldo steps and then we both go down. But it's about Ulam Brasten. Muso Tulengada. Yes. Musi.
Smoke,
Musi, gore kibatlo bona re tobu wa lala o ratla. Au ba bone. O ba bona fela wa se bale da fa. Tsakir no Daudi. Ba tswa da. Ha ba tswa da o ba bone kaofela. Ke jole jeze yelo mo tlasa smoke said. Ha o ibone Brasten. O ba bona fela no ha ba se bale da fa tswe man. Ba phelele la bona.
Le game akhuluma ngayo President. Ngafuna ukuyidlala benyisaba. Angikaze ngathuka kanje in my life angeke ngikhohlwe. Futhi ngathi nje
shoot bebekumakile ngapha.
Bamshayile.
yazi le dabi ukhumbule bebalontsha uDebza. Balontsha na. Imangithi ngiyabheka lapha nabushuzi bayehla lapha nabomindlosi uMetro Blitz lapha. Bayehla bafake all no bokuyi black and white as in the shorts. Hey, Miss Mid 87,000. Yanga ngikhohle le dabi. Ellis Park. So my uyabona idabi Preston ayikho guaranteed i-kick off time. But 3 down. But emanganyani so thina sithi siya bayehla bushuzi nabo ulontuzo udelete. So bela khona nabo na made their soldiers. Hey, my goodness. Hey, these are the guys that we used to admire.
Dlala nabo.
Hey, gafiwe. Masis lapha sithanelini bangapha singapha. La sithi siyabaro. Another 15 minutes. So kumiwe laphana kuyaxoxwa hayi both teams lawa iPirates ikhuluma yodwa la ngapha ukhuluma bona. President. Awezwe uBrussel Western indaba. Ari 15 minutes aseni sebangenile abantu. President. Yes. Good. Yo. And uTebza rightful is uyikhulumile. Mawungena nje ubona nje white and black and white lapha. Ngoba iChiefs ngapha. Kwele umnyama ngithi into engisayinele lenkosi yami. Benyaphi awu Jesu. Hey, manje the beauty is because when amajita ke abufana njengoba is teenage. But no boy ungasabi asami.
Bewungabheki phezulu.
Ungabheki phezulu lapha wena ngena wenze lento obuyidlala. That was my memorable derby. I will never forget because I remember when Uprasita taking make sure with your first touch is a good yellow jersey, right? Then you'll see. But it was not an easy game. Bangati game sepelile before even they blow the whistle. And then those people, they don't even know me. How will they receive me? Like I said, it can break you,
And it can make
it can make you. Yazi first touch itema is. So angazi ubleed noma bekafuna ukubonisa ukuthi no I'm still a novice in the game. Kanti uzokumuntu wrong.
Yeah.
Ayengambamba man.
Yeah.
Ngathi hi Khosi, ngathi spy 2. That's when now the crowd started to remember who's doctor.
Yeah. What
Kancane uyangazi angithi manje ubone le ntwana wemari le.
Yeah.
Bathi to courage ngathi cha spy 2. Ngolanda ngani? Ngaphasi.
One pass.
Ngaphasi. Yang introduce it abi.
Yeah.
That's my memorable game.
Bafuna kanjalo abantu.
Angithi manje la edladleni bokulento le likely enough we had the late Ted Dimitri. So uTed beka believer ku youth. Uyabona sinabo Chakla sabufanya bonsiye sintroducewe uyi.
No sure.
And I remember old lady belingafuni ngidlale le game. Ngafonela uTed athi hotel please umntana mangadlali bazomphula. But please give me a chance. So uyabona ukuthi bokunento eziningi old lady belisa. So it was a game I will never forget.
Going back to this thing when I'm resting a special project. I can know it's 1987. They are strong. But now we can't see anything. No. And like you were saying, or Kabo Kimangmani Davis Yeah, and then Pirates decided or no. 1988 Pop Safe Cup final. Yeah, I still remember. Now necessarily very close. Hey, warm up in the field of play. Hey, I can't see anything. I'm using Ramaji. And that day, Rastan, we didn't use Ellis Park change rooms. Yeah, nor clear appear. Kumbia Park. You remember that time Chiefs would sit behind their crowd, would sit behind our crowd.
Yeah.
So they were waiting for us, go Tanelinda or Lakena. Lakena crowd. Crowd by Bula. Canada crowd. How about Limpopo? Yeah. Because game first leg, second leg.
Yeah.
So first leg, hey, Bartsware man, Brastan, Bartsware. I second leg, like Uchujon Mullo.
Yeah.
This guy and Makua.
Yeah.
Artswara Mulega Mullo, Brastan, are said, Netuka move a fella. Utsevoro Severistes Halahal.
Yeah.
Anon Remida, Pona, Brastan, Shelley Seki. Shelley.
Yeah.
Shapaka Mullo, Brastan, since Monday.
Yeah.
I can replay that week.
Yeah.
So I'm positive because Narjodits were going to win this game.
Yeah.
So Rushaga Mullo. Thursday, I don't know, man. Kibonsi, man. You must go to the bush. Yeah. The Shire number 2 da, Marauta, Tautelem Riana da.
Number 2?
Yeah. Uvalabai. Yeah. Bafalina.
Yeah.
Barke Qualengui. But no, Mame. Chotia. Uchopazuga.
Yeah.
No, man, no. I'll take and see. But no. Doctor.
So
number 2 da yatsela kinkali tissue paper ake kwali kichi and then tabolo tla tlo ingcanda so now ganda pressure from Machite barbon
Yeah.
Ntogi za karbulaya fe awetsa span awatuna span
Yeah.
vaya na Rastan Rasha so ngoyena no rasa replay
Yeah.
same style kena davie so se ba kene ground na go vaile phela no I don't know phela na go no sna FIFA no khale Chiefs le ground ba wa mapa mole so rona re kana re tshwere dipolo tsa no ngonya hlakala le ne re no man game e man a ke le bone man e re tswa ga ke ra o ke tla so mo ne hai man a kan si a bone o tla wona a ke re no re dlala wa tseba le mata field ka o fela ka bolo mo lwana bola ke a mo minta re ke re boye ara o boy so la ke ra ha o bona ntse ke are man a le bona ka tseba ga ra ke mtshwe ara no mtshwe strong ona moya
kunale bhavlini
Yeah.
uyasihoya night before
Yeah.
uyazithela wena before niyolala
izokuluma that impressed unokuzinwa nge-remote
Bathi ayiyasebenza. No. Ukhuluma ivari bathi ayiyasebenza.
kuluma umzimba wonke
Okay. Uyajabula ke lapha unako private doctor la. Yeah, athi no.
uyasplash osplash iyaluma that interested ubona amajita amibondeni athula
Ubona umlungu athi I will never go back again.
manje abo-shoes yazi le yentuthu angithi aburima bazocheck bayamacala bayadwadla bacheke nenje mabathi i-image commissioner makathi thank you very much all the best gent uzozwa sokungena khona le lahle limnyama le gwa
wabeka something phezu kwayo
Bathi nonke sondelana. Makana amakhanda.
ufaka amakhanda lahle bathele enye into nje mara zonke kube mnyama kwamele kube nentuthu nifake
Yini ayibonayo ukuthi yebo.
ngifaka inhloko
ningena so
Yeah.
bese mawuqeda ushaya ngamabhuthu ugijimise so
Yiyo la khuluma ngayo.
azivula umnyango
ningakayenzi nonke
mawungena ulungenile sizophuma intuthu segcwele yonke indawo la nenje sathi yaphuma ungathi ya-acta kathi movie
no strong
but le bengiyazi le ile lento besisiplasha ngayo man
leyo kuluma
ayaluma and can you imagine Preston ufike Friday uyozugeza after igame
Danke. No, right. Alright. No, okay.
ubamba amazinyo nje kuphela nokuthi uthula ubuso ayifuneki ngoba usula amagoli
Yeah. No, Brasen, isikhalakhala sikhona. Make no mistake, isikhalakhala sikhona.
ebholweni
Yeah, but njengoba asho Doki earlier on ukuthi this is a mind game. Once I believe ukuthi hayi mina ngizosiphandla isikhalakhala la. Bangenzile isikhalakhala, it will never work. Yabo. Isikhalakhala sebhola mina ngithi i-training ukuba fit komdlali. Ozongena it's a bonus. Whatever into yenzakalayo naku it's a bonus. Mina ngeke ngabona nje into engazazi ebholeni. Yabo leyo umlilo khona. Khona awujump umlilo strong. Ubone nento ukhona ukuzibona lapha ngeke ngaphuma ngaphansi ebholeni lapha ngaphuma ngaphansi ngabona into zendoda ngathi hey madoda. Ngiyospana ngithi hayi no yipi lena ibonus izangenza ukuthi ngibe strong. Indoda yavula impela ngandlula ngaphansi ngabona yonke into yakhe
bathi jump bathi
bathi vula ngabona yonke into into encanyana nje hey man ngabona ngathi hey madoda
bathi udlule bona
ngandlula Brasen so nje into esikhalakhala ikhona ungenza iphutha amagoli nje washila uTebogo likedlule la uthi madoda abantu baphekile ngempela
uzigol debate
uthi baphekile ngempela strong labantu kodwa amadoda baphekile labantu laba manje ama-valve ayasebenza la strong so ile ngifike ngisho khona Brasen ukuthi it's our culture uwenza umuntu akukhohlisa lena hayi laba badlala isilungu laba akuna next ayikho lento leyo mina ngiyiswazi ngibuye Swaziland la bengisetshenzwa khona ngivutha mina bengaphumi Brasen eSwaziland ngakore ngivutha
so coaches will come in half time with agents. These guys are playing like this, so I want you so and so to operate Ngaleno, so and so coming, so and so. Now I take shots at the poles. Layer bowler, you should have been selfish because so boxing. What? I think the coaches come in, and coaches are different. Now you've been coached by a different coach. Now when you listen to coaches, when they talk about football,
Yeah, that's very true, Rastan. We were lucky, Tina, because that era, being a talent, their era, and being abantu abakwazi ukucoach grounding. Tina, we were coached by
individual players.
You know, because at times, I will tell you one point. Recently, we had a coach like Paris. I was in my what years, but the guy couldn't articulate one word to his guy. One word in English, Upondarenko. Now let's coach Upondarenko. Uti Piri, Uti Eddie, and it's left back, only right back. Ati like crocodiles. Crocodiles. Ati Gavi. Ati shoes. Here. Like a dog.
Yeah.
Helma, Brenda, up and down like dogs. Besatia, Mafa, yawn like a lion. Fight, pressure, go. And so when the up and down, what? The lack of it because the symbolism that was used.
Yeah.
Even if you language, the thing is, it's the meaning you give. No. What am I simple? Coaches doesn't mean like a crocodile slide.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
No.
Just to add, Jim, about me and I coach, and I'm understanding, but the way abuya khona ngicabanga ukuthi uyafuna ukuthi sifane nama players mhlamba wa coach overseas sibe lawo ma player South Africa nje ayithatha nje like you know players from South Africa. I mean I'm talking about Philip Trosi.
Oh, okay.
You understand? I know the coach has coached big wherever he has coached. So the way my figure la mina nje understand ne formation yakhe yayingehlula kakhulu because you could hear izinto ayikhuluma kuma players ejimini but ungamuzwa ukuthi ufuna ukuthini as express yena ngayo yonke into afuna ukuyenza but ungamunderstand. You understand? So uzoku intimidator akubulala ispirit sakho from training. You understand? Because ucabanga ngathi akayiboni lento wena ufuna ukuyenza as a player. Understand? You know, he has done it. Doctor knows him. He has talked a lot of things. Ngeplay ejimini maye ngakufuni athi you mina khona lapho ngibuya khona kuSwallows you go. I mean akajabulanga lento oyenze that very same day. Thina besingazi sicabanga ukuthi lo muntu uyacosha udoctor uzowangala mangikhumbula kahle braseni ngathi wala ndo udoctor endlini.
Yeah, udoctor lo wamlahlela ama roles angisazi doctor bekedla ama roles.
Yeah.
Philip Trosi.
Yes.
No, what eat.
Yeah. Wala ndo endlini mangikhumbula kahle eJoshko
Wamlahlela ngama roles.
Yeah. Because I understand udoctor. Understand? So ngisho kona ukuthi fana noAugusto Palasho. Mayefika ngoba bekasafika by the time. He didn't know English very well.
Yeah.
So you'll be confused ufuna ukuthini uPalasho. You understand? But sizame ilento bela back to the player ukuthi coach can tell you something, brother. Ngiyacabanga nawe ngesikhathi sakho bo uthi mawutshela amajita they know ukuthi brother ufunani. Once you jump that line getting in you lose your own discretion. Your own thinking ukuthi coach ngangitshela lokho but okusalayo let me use my own thinking. Doctor is skilled. I had a pace taking on players as a wing. You understand? Sometimes the coaches ukutshela ukuthi wena do this. Ngene groundini wenze lento le. Yabo, but wena ngeke bese ufaka ama hastela njengehashi. So uthi hey manje ngitsheliwe mina kuthiwa ngenzeni. No, go groundini ungene ushaya ispan sakho. But as long egcineni benefit I team. So nje thina the 4-3-3 ebesidlala ku Ted wafika noPalasho wadlasa yona 4-3-3 because he was believing in young blood kakhulu Kaizer Chiefs. Sim understand nathi ukuthi no le coach ithi sidlalele yabo okuningi singeke sim understand but nathi asishaye ispan ukuthi siyalifusana ibhola asingene simdlalele yabo noma khulumo yayi abhekelene ungezwe ukuthi uthini uPalasho but nje sithi aya sami soshaya ispan madoda simdlalele.
I like him for you to play in the 4 and the 3 in the mid.
In the mid.
And then in the front, 3.
You go this side, you kill. Yabo. So sim understand. You understand? Because he was believing in the youth.
When you were playing against Pirates, when your first derby, like say, or maybe you're in your derbies, angithi manje bokunama right back bantu banibanyana bayashayana maybe ukudlala Vincent Makroti then by your time was he a harder opposition to play against? He was quick. Bekekhahlelana or because they were not the same angithi manje lama derbies la anama different players.
Players that were giving me a hard time. Bekuba uye lo mlungu Stuart Johnson, Wade Vincent Makroti, because sometimes ukumakha umuntu angakumakhi ngokuthi ufuna ukukuhlaba, ukumakha ngokuthi uyakhuluma nawe things that will take you out of the game. Into bezenzeka kakhulu ebholeni kimi. Yabo. By umuntu ukutshela, you understand? I remember one time nje playing against Sundowns and Iwe. You understand? Playing normal Ntombela. People, players, they actually not by being hard, which will come to you hard, but actually ngomlomo. To ukuthi ma weak, vele uzowehla. So nje Pirates, I would say umuntu wangineza inkinga kakhulu bekunguye Stuart Johnson nayo Vincent Makroti, because they were smart in such a way that they were not playing me rough. But they will come close to me, saying things. Ekugcineni keep endleleni. Thola sengiyabaleka sengichange position. Ngiya to the other side. You understand? And thola ukuthi ngiyaphumelela lelo side lelo. You understand? So into nje ngathi mina bengibhekana nazo. In terms of ukuthi ngidlale neplayer, ngibone ubuhard balo. But ngibone ukuthi ngiyamhlula lo muntu. But khona la azafika ngishaye khona neinkulumo zakhe. Angithambise. Baleke kuye because ngiyazi ukuthi manje sekufika la kimi uthi umuntu uzongishaya, uzongiphula manje. Kanti lo muntu ngeke akuphule. Ukushaya nje ngenkulumo nje ubaleke.
Ushaya
la side. You understand? So nje was playing mind psychology. Angishaya ngesayikholojia
ukuthi into bona bathi umuntu okwazi ukudlula phela sport. Dlula sport. Awakalethi cross back.
Dlula sport. Kula kahle nje omunye bekaza ngitshela angishayina ngenhlamba encane akeze ureferee. Uyabona manje mina ngijwayelanga lento leyo so ngilimazile. Hayi ngibaleke impela. Ngiphuma players impela bekusho lokho egroundini.
Bebekhona manje akwazi ukushaya.
Kakhulu Vincent. Well noma intombela yabo manje kudabe kube kuVincent Makroti. Ngoba yabona ukuthi ngiyamhlwana ngespeed. Abe manzi bese ayangitshela ukuthi wena uzokulimaza wena yeso. Ngibaleke.
I think just to be straight and forward, probably it's for the first time people will hear this, but Mina, derby was the easiest game to play. The easiest of them all. And with due the respect, left backs that used to play Pirates, I never had a problem, but Lengwenya lehleli phambi kwakho la, ushoes, unique. Shoes unique. Sometimes no potato. They would be playing as a makava. Should be bacima umlilo bona. Mina sengimoshile. Ama teammates abalele. But Mageza, ushoes will always says amazinyo siwavulile. Shuthi uza ufuna ukushaya no linesman the flag yonke into. Athi niyayisabala ntwana. Bulala. Athi bulala. So shoes was smart because bengibaqeda ngaku right but ashiye central position.
Azokava
Angithi manje mina bengibashaya ngesitaliswa ngilikhipha ngale ngililanda ngapha. So shoes mangilikhipha ngale already uyamshiya lo sekaza ngesliding tackle. So that's the hard way of doing it. You know, but uke wangibamba angazi nami bengifunani lapha noku central ngithi ngiyathena njengoba usho ukuthi kudlula ibhola kusala umuntu or whatever wala karete bo khoterwa mona
Yeah.
Man, futhi man.
Yeah. You sure?
Yeah.
What for saying?
Yeah, man.
Siyadlala la wena.
Yeah. Hey, what? Manje uNick bekadume ngokuthi mawuthi wadlula ukukushangela untuza ngeelbow. Uyawona ukubamba la ntanyeni la ukhameke angazi uzofeyila. uNick mawuthi uthi khaga mawuthi arathi dla. That's the sweetest player of them all.
Bafethu, to be honest, Chiefs bekhona uMax Maponyane, ne? When I started playing bekhona enye ingoma yase what was Samora Cool.
Yeah.
Baba khona Skara Titwa, Onufani Matita.
Shane McGregor.
The talent there was in abundance. It's not as now that you can
Pinpoint.
To be honest, the talent was in abundance.
Yeah.
And for me to say, single out here one, to be honest.
Yeah.
But perhaps that's why I played the way I played.
Yeah.
I'm finishing your khulunywa ngami elokishini.
Yeah. Yes.
Umbonile bamtohaze kanjani. Yabona ngifundise ukuthi kuyokhulunywa ngami elokishini. So akudluli nix.
Yeah.
But the biggest challenge, you know, Mdogis,
Yeah.
you were a powerful person who Kaizer Chiefs. It was not about you versus Nkambutso in the middle, no.
Yeah.
Everybody was scared. Hey, Nagalpet Mdogis.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And imagine the moment of love.
Yeah.
I abona kuyathunyelwana akekho ufuna ukuya. You see the power of players, the players that we had.
Yeah.
So manje ucabanga ukuthi if there's 5 or 6 players from the middle ukuya phambili.
Yes.
Abo Wellington Manyathi bonke banzima.
Yeah. Mabezi.
To deal nalento yabona. And manje ngibona ukuthi hayi sizolimala. Akekho ufuna ukumaka udoctor and it makes him shine.
Yeah.
Akekho kunomngane wakhe bengumthuka njalo.
Yeah. Asabu kuya kuya.
Ushaya shortcut. And nami ngiyayisaba ingweni. Mara inyonyoma ngabantu. Bengijabule ukuthi ivumbuka la. That's how I became so jealous, man. Why is everybody respecting this man, guys?
Yeah.
You must not come
Closer. Ufuna umpatrek.
uyezola ngihoza amatabla.
But coming to the generation now for Pirates that playing at Pirates, you know, they're very fortunate in a sense of there's a history now that is there with the team now. You know, like Doctor gave us a story of when we were leading Chiefs 2-0, they came back 2-3-2. You know, there's a social media where there was that the joke that was doing the rounds that it will be the first time if Chiefs beat Pirates, a 5-year-old will be witnessing that. That is how long Chiefs hadn't beat Pirates. Now, there's history of trebles, double trebles, Champion League, Confed League. Now, as a Pirates player, you ask yourself that what is it that I must do with the history, with so much history that is behind these games that has been for 5 years that Pirates has been dominating. What is it that I want to achieve on the day of the derby? What is it that I want to leave for the next generation that comes?
So, i-advice yakho kulabafana abaqalayo nabo ukudlala i-derby would be funeka yenze njani concentrate egamini yakhe akhohlwe umuntu oyiplay opposition ukuthi ithini or what.
No, my advice came nje kumfana when he will ukuthatha ama-instructions ku-coach nokungena egrawundini azazi ukuthi yini akumele ayoyenza lapha ngoba yinto ebulala abafana bamanje, you know, uzokwenza iphutha as a crowd abuye yenza into kahle as a crowd imjabulele. So players ba today into ebabulalayo nje ukuthi basuke ba-concentrate ku-crowd ukuthi this crowd can kill me. Kanti ngene groundini umfana manje ngene groundini as Doctor has said earlier on, ngene groundini once you try that motivation from your teammate will make you play. Yabo, don't leave the crowd alone. Crowd will be there to destroy you, will be there also to lift you up. Go a grounding. Once the teammate yakho ikutshela ukuthi no, here you are a little bit lenient. Go there and do the right thing. The strength on us, le nto sponsor ne apply it now. This la sikufuna khona ukuthi uzibonakalise. Understand? Njengoba Dr. Shilo wathi yena Ryder spoke to him with teenage. Waqala wabuya kwenzeka lokho. Coaches are there to motivate you. Coaches are there to destroy you. Once you jump this line, do what is best and what is going to benefit the team.
Players who are playing derby today, guys. My message to these players. It is not by mistake that they're playing for Pirates and Chiefs.
Yes.
They don't need anything more. They are enough. They are enough. If it's your first time, it's your most important stage of donning your feet in the Mecca. Unfortunately, you play for Chiefs or Pirates. That is your baptism.
Yes.
You're gonna have to be in the Mecca. And by joining Pirates, you both far away the situation. You're going to at the end. Your epilepsy. It's when you have passed the Mecca.
Yeah.
That's it.
Well said.